Hello, welcome to One of a Kind Reviews. I'm Dale.
And I am Paul.
And today we will be predicting Hell in a Cell 2015.
Alright, so starting off with the pre-show match. So initially, we were meant to get Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose versus Braun Strowman and Luke Harper.
Yep. But
not happening.
Yep, seeing as Randy Orton is now out with an injury.
He's been attacked by the Wyatts.
Yep, that has now been replaced with a six-man tag match.
So a rematch from Raw.
Yep, rematch from Raw. With Neville, Dolph Ziggler and Cesaro taking on Rusev, Sheamus and King Barrett.
So basically everyone they have no fucking idea what to do with.
Yeah, they just shoved them into one match.
Yep. So yeah, there's not really much to say about this one. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pre-show match. Obviously, they're going to have the faces go over to start the night off for the, the crowd.
Not to mention the heels went over on Raw. So.
Yeah, well, didn't even think about that, to be honest.
Even Steven booking, man.
Yeah.
They get their loss, they get a win back.
Yeah, it sounds about right, actually.
So yeah, that'll pretty much sum it up for that one. It should be a good match considering who's in it, so...
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll put on a good performance, but... I don't know.
The good thing is that, pre-show, they get a bit of time.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
Exactly.
Yeah, it should be a good, solid six-man tag match, so...
Can only hope.
Yeah, so we're guessing Neville, Ziggler and Cesaro. Both of us saying they're going over in that one.
Yep, without a doubt. Alright, moving on, we have the John Cena US Open Challenge. I mean, for this one, the outcome of the match is, not even predictable. It's pretty much guaranteed Cena's going to lose the US title. Because he's going away for about 8 weeks or so.
Yeah, I mean, it's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do, but I'm a bit worried that they won't do it.
See, that's what I mean, is that, like you said, it was a predictable outcome, but, like, it's predictable as far as, like, what they should do.
Yeah, definitely.
What they will do is a fucking completely another thing.
Yeah,
so, I don't even know. Like, I mean, there's been some names thrown around, and, obviously, if you haven't watched SmackDown yet, I'm sorry, okay, but Tyler Breeze debuted, and there was a lot of talks of him being the person to answer the Open Challenge at Hell in a Cell.
Which I could see as a possibility. I personally thought maybe Dolph Ziggler might get that opportunity until I realised, oh shit, he's got a match on the pre-show.
See, that's exactly what I thought, and then that pre-show match got made, and we were like, fuck, well there goes our prediction.
And that even took away a couple other predictions I had in Cesaro and Rusev.
One thing that did occur to me though, like, okay, well they can't use Ziggler. Who's the next best as far as a Ziggler-esque character? Tyler Breeze.
Yep. And I mean, really the only other viable prediction that we can come out with is Dean Ambrose.
And to be honest, like, now that we've brought that idea up, I think that that's probably a more likely thing than Tyler Breeze.
Yep, or as I mentioned to Paul, if they're really into damage control and don't have someone for that, they'll just bring someone like Jericho in, just because they need someone to fill that spot.
Give him a couple of months with the US title.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I don't think anyone would complain,
No,
to be
they
honest.
definitely wouldn't.
And, like, the only other people, like, because we were racking our brains for a good, 20 minutes here just trying to come out with people that it could be.
We came out with 4.
Yeah, we came out with 4. So, like, Ambrose, most likely. This is pretty much in order of, most to least likely.
Yeah.
There's Dean Ambrose, Tyler Breeze, Chris Jericho, and then I thought, maybe Samoa Joe.
Yeah, if they really want to bring another person up from the main roster. Or to the main roster.
And, he didn't win the number one contenders battle royal.
Exactly.
So he's not doing anything.
Yeah, they're not doing anything with him, so...
There you go. I highly doubt that'll happen, but let's hope so. So, we're probably thinking Ambrose.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Ambrose, or possibly Breeze, but more than likely Ambrose.
Yeah. And, once again, we both agree on this one. John Cena's losing the title.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, he's a cunt.
Yep, there's nothing else to it. If he doesn't, he is a cunt.
And that is that much.
Alright, now moving on to the actual card for the actual pay-per-view. We kick it off with Ryback taking on Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
Yep, so excited for this one.
Yeah, I don't even really know what to say about this. Like, does anyone think that Ryback's winning?
But I don't think so. Does anyone want Ryback to win?
I don't think so. But, like, they haven't really done much for Ryback as far as, like, building him as a credible...
No.
Like, he only lost the title, like, last month. And no one believes he's good enough to beat Owens.
He's not.
So, yeah, that one's pretty obvious.
Yeah, definitely. Owens going over, retaining in this one.
Yeah, and that is for both of us.
Yep. Alright, then moving on to the next match of the night. We have the Dudley Boys taking on the New Day once again for the Tag Team Championship.
So apparently they haven't lost their number one contendership with all these, like, losses and stuff.
Yeah, well, they've all been kind of dodgy losses.
Yeah,
So you can't...
but still losses.
Well, yeah, but...
I'm with the New Day, man. Like, why are they still getting the title shot?
I mean, like, why is Ryback getting another title shot? He already had his.
Yeah, that's true.
He had his on SmackDown.
See, I feel that they're just like there's a lot of divisions where they kind of have a lack of contenders.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like, because if it wasn't the Dudley Boys, who would it be?
There's no one. You'd
Yeah.
have to bring up some sort of NXT tag team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really even no one there.
Unless you want to take the top tag team in NXT.
Yeah. Or maybe, like, I was going to say Blake and Murphy, but they're heels, so that wouldn't really work.
But to be honest, they're honestly the top tag team in my opinion.
As far as in-ring goes, yeah, probably.
Because, like, I mean, the Vaudevillains, even though they're champs, haven't been used very well.
No, they really haven't.
Anyway, so back to the match.
Yeah, back to the match. I mean, Paul and I are definitely a bit indifferent on who's going to go over in this one. I'm
indifferent.
What?
Not indifferent, we just kind of disagree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I personally think the Dudley Boys are going to win this one. I just feel they're due for it.
Yeah, and the only reason that I'm picking the New Day in this one is because literally, like, we thought that the Dudleys were going to go over. What was the last pay-per-view that they had a tag match? Night of Champions. We thought they were going over at Night of Champions.
Didn't
And then we're like, oh, MSG.
Yeah,
They'll go over at MSG.
Nope.
No, they didn't go over there, and now they've got another match against the New Day for the titles at Hell in a Cell. So I feel that until they add a stipulation on the match, they're not going over. Until it's like a tables match or a no DQ match of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, they could make it on the night, something like that.
Well,
I mean, they're obviously setting it up to be a tables match at some point.
yeah, or bringing in another tag team to kind of recreate TLC.
Which probably wouldn't be a great idea.
Why?
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it wouldn't work.
Bring the Usos back and put New Day, Dudley's, Usos. I'd fucking pay to see that match.
That'd be a great match, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But when it comes to trying to recreate what they had, I don't even think they should bother.
Recreate in the way of, like, the triple threat tag team dynamic.
Oh, well then,
Not-
yes.
Not actually, like, because they're never going to fucking top those matches.
Yeah, without a doubt. No way.
Like, you can't do it unless you want to die. So, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, no, won't happen at all. But, yeah, I feel like the Dudleys will probably win this one. I'm not sure why. I just feel like they're due for it.
Alright, so in conclusion, yeah, I think New Day will retain probably through some sort of shenanigans. And, yeah, Dale thinks that the Dudleys will go over and kind of hope that you're right,
Yeah, me
to
too.
be honest. So,
Well,
that'll
they
wrap
re-
it up for that match. So moving on, we have the Divas title match. It's the rematch from last month. It was Nikki Bella versus Charlotte.
Yep.
Charlotte being the champion, obviously.
Yeah, this time we have Charlotte defending the title.
Yeah.
This should be an interesting match. I don't see it being bad, but at the same time I don't see it being terribly great either.
I really don't see it being a good match. To be honest, all the matches that Nikki and Charlotte have had together, they're better than your standard Divas match, but, like, I don't know. I think Charlotte, Sasha, Bailey, and, you know, Becky have just done too much in NXT.
Yeah, it's just too hard to...
You can't, like, they peaked at the start of their career.
Yeah, which is weird.
Well, I'm
I mean-
not saying that they're not going to get better, but, like, they started off, like, fucking crazy.
I mean, obviously, once they start bringing up more divas in and you get a lot more of the NXT diva versus NXT diva on the main roster, I feel like that's when the Divas Revolution is really going to pick up.
Yeah, well, hopefully. But, yeah, I don't think anyone's under the impression that Nikki's winning the title back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a reason why she would.
Yeah, we're kind of developing a pattern on this pay-per-view of just having really predictable outcomes.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've kind of set that up for themselves. It is a very predictable pay-per-view.
Like, because really the only one that we disagreed on is the tag match.
Yeah.
And there wasn't even a real, like, discernible disagreement.
No, not really.
It was like, you can understand where I'm coming from, I can understand where you're coming from.
Exactly.
So, there's a problem there, guys.
Definitely, you need to, need to start having some more swerves.
Yeah.
Hire Vince Russo again or something. I
Don't
know.
fucking do that. Do not hire Russo. Under any circumstances, do not hire Russo. Either way. But, yeah, I think we're both in the same boat. Charlotte's winning that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Very strong win for her coming, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like she might actually get a pinfall victory in this one. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. It shouldn't be, like, to be honest, much significance considering she's gotten so many tap-out victories.
Yeah.
But, either way, she's winning that match, guys.
Yep, definitely winning that one. Alright, next match of the night is Demon Kane taking on Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Might I add that that's a very long name for a title?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's quite annoying to say.
It's just the WWE title.
It is, yeah.
Like, the World Heavyweight Championship wasn't even a fucking WWE creation,
No.
so give up on it, guys.
Yeah.
The heavyweight champion bit is implied.
Yeah,
We kind of get it.
we understand that by now.
Yes. Anyway, so, yeah, what do you say about this match?
Rollins wins. I mean, what else is there to really say? I mean,
I don't know.
it's kind of predictable with the whole stipulation that they've added to the match.
Yeah, that if Kane loses the match, that he is relieved of his duties as director of operations.
Then they never mentioned that he can't actually be a wrestler after that. I mean, that's probably what he will do.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that, like, I think there was a small section of everyone that was kind of, like, before they added that stipulation, and the way the storyline was progressing and stuff, that, like, there was at least that little hint of doubt as far as, like, Rollins winning the match.
Yeah.
But then they added that stipulation, and it's like, well, you've just essentially given away the finish, you know?
Yeah, I mean, because the way I think about it now is, Rollins beats Kane. Kane isn't director of operations. He's now just Demon Kane all the time.
Yeah.
And then Kane doesn't have to stop himself from destroying Rollins. He has no consequences to face.
His personal vendetta with Rollins can just
Happen.
it just happen, exactly.
I mean, he can't put himself in a match with Rollins, but there's nothing stopping him from beating the crap out of him backstage.
Yeah, and like if the feud with like Seth Rollins and the Authority eventually comes to fruition, of course they're going to put him in a match with Kane.
Yeah, no doubt.
No shit. Like, what's better is getting revenge on your bratty little champion than putting him in the ring with a 7-foot demon.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's essentially their child.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a bratty little teenager.
Yeah.
He's like been given everything. He's like, I am the man. But you are the man, Rollins. Well done.
Yeah, you really actually are, so good stuff.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure Rollins is going to win this one. I mean, I don't really see Kane being champion. I want it to happen.
So what do you reckon? Will it be like just a pedigree 1, 2, 3, or do you reckon it'll be shady?
I feel it'll be shady, definitely.
Right. Because like Rollins hasn't gotten just a clean 1, 2, 3 victory in a long time, apart from just Sting.
Yeah, Sting, but
that wasn't meant to happen.
Yeah, I don't know what the finish to that match actually was.
Yeah, well, it was probably shady.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, until he like fucking died mid-match.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So we both think Rollins is gonna win that one
Via shenanigans.
via shenanigans. Anyway, so moving on to the next match, we have Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt in the first Hell in a Cell match of the night.
Yep, first Hell in a Cell match of the night. I don't know, I feel like this will be an interesting match. I'm not entirely sure on how it'll go as, in the match itself. Of the winner of the match is quite predictable.
Roman wins, lol.
Yep. But as far as, how the match actually plays out, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, we know since it's a Hell in a Cell match, and that means that the Wyatts can't get in,
The Wyatts will get in.
that at some point the Wyatts are going to get in.
And I'm guessing that'll probably be because Roman spears Bray through the cage.
Yep. We've talked about this
we've
like a
discussed
week
this.
ago. It's like, definitely the Wyatts are getting in, Bray's going through a fucking wall.
Yep.
Yep.
That should be good to see.
That's essentially what's going to happen, guys. And, yeah, I don't really have anything more to add about this match, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there really isn't anything else to add. I mean, Roman Reigns is going to win. He's going to somehow overcome the odds of all the Wyatts attacking him. And he's going to become the new Super Cena.
I'd love for him to lose.
Yeah, oh, that'd be
Just
brilliant.
an absolute swerve, like, because Bray's just, like, he's not doing well right now.
I mean, everyone thought Ambrose was going to beat Rollins in Hell in a Cell last year, and look what happened there.
Bray fucked it up
Exactly.
with his weird, like, little hologrammy thing.
Maybe Rollins is going to repay the favour or something, I don't know.
What, with his weird hologrammy thing?
Does he have one of them?
I don't know. Is he just gonna be buddy with Bray and get a hologram going?
Why not?
I don't know. But yeah. So Reigns wins, lol. Alright, and on to the main event of the evening. For some reason, they seem to supersede the title.
Yeah, I mean, I understand last year them putting Rollins and Ambrose in the main event because the title actually wasn't at the show because Brock Lesnar had it.
Yeah, and let's be honest, on that card they were the main event.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I remember wanting to riot if Randy Orton, John Cena closed the show.
Yeah, because it was just like the plainest Hell in a
Dude, that
Cell
was the
match.
shittest Hell in a Cell I've ever seen.
It was so bad. Anyway, we'll move on to the actual.
Yeah, we'll move on to
This
the one
year's-
that's actually happening
This
year.
year's one.
The one that we're extremely worried about.
Yeah, to say the least, to be honest. It's Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. It's the final chapter.
Yep, and the final chapter is happening inside of Hell in a Cell.
And it will probably be the final chapter of The Undertaker.
Yeah. Let's be honest here. He's not doing too well when it comes to just health-wise. So I'm not sure what in his he's obviously not in his right mind to take this match.
Probably not, but I mean, he didn't look too bad on Raw, and considering he was working, like, the Mexican tour, like, he looked alright. You know, like, he didn't look like he was, like, limping or anything like that.
But you also got to remember he's going to be in the ring with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, well, that's something.
Yeah.
So, okay, we'll probably be delving a lot into, like, our concerns here, to be honest.
Definitely.
Because, I mean, the WrestleMania 30 match was, like, fucking cringeworthy, and that was just a match.
Yeah, that was just a regular match.
Yeah.
Imagine what could possibly happen in this Hell in a Cell. All the, like, unthinkable things, like, just even weapons in general. If Brock Lesnar pulls out a chair and hits Undertaker in the back, that could fuck him up.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they don't... Like, I really, for the love of God, I hope that they don't have a fucking top of the cell spot.
Oh my god.
Right,
No.
just at all, like...
No, it shouldn't happen.
Because, like, most cell matches end up on the cell for a little bit.
Yeah.
No one gets, like, fucking thrown off, for the most part. Sorry, Nick. You were the unlucky one.
Yep, and
But-
Rikishi, but his was a tad safer.
Yeah, and Rollins and Ambrose too. Tad safer.
Yeah, tad safer.
It looked bad, but tad safer. But, yeah, like, if you can't plan for, like, the cell just giving way.
Yeah, no. Like what happened to Mick Foley the second time he went through the...
Exactly. That
Yeah.
wasn't meant to happen.
No.
You know, like,
And
So-
then when you've got Undertaker and, he's a big dude, and Brock Lesnar's a big dude, there's always that possibility.
that it can't hold all of that weight.
Exactly. Like that's...
On impact as well.
That's 600 pounds it's got to hold.
Yeah.
Plus them being slammed on it, possibly.
Yeah, so you think of the impact as well. But, I don't know, do you think this is going to be a good match?
The way the match goes really depends on how well Taker takes the offense of Brock Lesnar. Like, if Brock Lesnar doesn't give him a concussion, I feel like it'll be at least semi-decent.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel that like most of watching an Undertaker match now isn't even like appreciating Undertaker for his in-ring talents or anything. It's literally like just sitting there on the edge of your seat to see if he makes it through.
Yeah, just making sure, did he hurt himself there? Did he hurt himself there?
And like, that's going to be every fucking second thing.
Yeah, I mean, at least with the Bray Wyatt match, you could tell Bray Wyatt was being a bit, careful.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, I think Bray was kind of working with an injury at the time anyway.
He was.
so-
He rolled his ankle that morning.
Yeah, well, there you go. Like, they were both kind of like protecting each other.
And they
But-
did it very well, I will admit. It was a great match.
Yeah, but Brock Lesnar's he's too much of a shoot style.
Yeah,
to,
definitely.
To protect a man of that age.
It'd be like putting Sheamus in the ring with The Undertaker. Or,
I reckon
JBL.
Sheamus would be fucking safer.
He would be. JBL would be safer.
JBL and Sheamus versus The Undertaker would be fucking safer.
Yeah, it would be. Without a doubt.
Yes.
And that's saying something.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think we both agree on who's going to win.
Yeah, it'll be Lesnar going over in this one.
And I really think that you can count it as a win for Undertaker if he walks out.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
because the last 2-3 appearances of his, he's collapsed immediately upon going backstage.
Yeah, which is not a good thing.
I'm just hoping that he can make it.
Yeah,
If he makes it to the back,
it's at least
Good effort.
something.
yeah. So fingers crossed for Taker on that one. Just in general.
Yeah, a bit worried for him. But hopefully that goes smoothly.
Yeah, well, we can only hope. Hey, it'll be a very, very bittersweet end to his career.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see that happen.
Yeah. So yeah, that wraps up the entire show.
Yeah.
So leave a comment on what you think will happen in this pay-per-view. Do you think that Undertaker will die? Yes or no?
Hopefully no.
Hopefully no, but we'll see. And yeah, that was the whole fucking show. So like, rate, subscribe, and we will see you next time for more one-of-a-kind reviews.
Have a nice day.
If you mess with me, you got no chance. No chance at all. You got no chance.
What did the tripod do?
Kick the baby.